It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins, rookie linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Dolphins and the 49ers coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Up the middle, Achane. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Inside the 20. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. In motion right, Debo. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Achane on second down. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. You look at this Niner defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 22 carries, 118 yards. Purdy.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so he knows confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Purdy. And caught, right side, Green. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tackle being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Down to about the 45. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy.
Going underneath to the tight end Green. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on 3rd down.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk.
27 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Purdy now to throw.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. Second quarter from Miami, it's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass.
Fourth down coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Looking to pass. Tua.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is... Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
Tua now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Achane on the counter. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tua going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Purdy from the gun.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
16 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Throwing here, Purdy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really getting a 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point try now for Moody. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Tua now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached half, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. This is McCaffrey on the give. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Shep, oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this. Tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running left, Achane. Escapes the defender, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Achane. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Purdy. Going underneath to the tight end Green. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Back to throw, Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give, running right, Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This is brought in at the 21. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. His throw incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
51 yards on the punt there. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy now to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The touchdown. Here's Moody back out to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Miami's offense set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Miami. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Taken down at the 42. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
Certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Second and 10. Tua going to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st down, 49ers.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that and close out a